This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
The districts in Canada,
from the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are. Join us.
you are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
And good evening, good morning, Philippines, and good afternoon, world. We are now broadcasting live from Canada, and today is a very special day for all of us here in the Canada Satellite Studio because, drum roll, maybe do your physical drum roll at home. It is our year-end broadcast, and of course, I am Brother Sally Emantipo from the District of Calgary, Canada. I'll be one of your hosts as well, and you are now tuned in to INC Radio, changing life through God's words. And thank you for tuning in to INC Radio Canada. And today's episode, we will be reflecting on this past year of 2023 and sharing our most memorable experiences and as well our goals and aspirations for 2024. So stay tuned in our broadcast for today because it is jam-packed with a fun icebreaker and greetings and as well lively discussion. So stay tuned, everyone. Don't change the channel. Just stay there, so you may enjoy the broadcast that we have for today. But of course, I'm not the only one here on the panel for today. I also have my fellow co-host, Ate Hazel.
Hi, Kristen. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our listeners and viewers. My name is Sister Hazel Puneg from the District of Calgary. So happy to tune in to the last broadcast of INC Radio Canada. Please continue to tune in as we have a lively discussion today about reflecting about our experiences and looking towards 2024. So now I'll pass this on to who's next. We have let's go back west. So, Sister Eliza.
Thank you so much, Ate Hazel, and advance Happy New Year to everyone tuning in INC Radio Canada. I'm your sister Eliza May Asa from the local of East Vancouver, District of British Columbia. And I'll pass it naman po to Manitoba, Ate Ate LJ. Ate, mas matanda pa po ako sa kanya.
Ate. Thank you, Ate. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am your Ate Bunta all the way here from the heart of Canada, here in the district of Manitoba. And I would just like to say shout outs to my home district, of course, and our district ministers, so Brother Roland W. Andrade, our assistant district minister, Brother Rodrigo Malacca Jr., and as well as our DMM and CFO, Brother Ivan Pascual. And I would just like to also quickly shout out my Ate Dulce and Kuya Walter. They just gave birth to their baby girl today, actually just this afternoon. So congratulations, Kuya Walter and Ate Dulce for their new baby girl. So can't wait to meet her. And I'm gonna go pass it over to Greater Toronto.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Brother Homer here from the local congregation of Toronto, Ecclesiastical District of Greater Toronto. Did I say that twice? Apologize. Would like to greet everyone a very, very happy day today and an advanced Happy New Year. Would like to also take this opportunity to greet our district minister, Brother Raul Adalia, our assistant district minister, Brother Isidro Dina, district secretary, Brother Henrik Marte, our CFO, a Christian Family Organization overseer, Brother Clark Kent Aquino, and our multimedia advisor, Brother Danfel Sereno. Greetings to everyone here in Greater Toronto. Back to you, Sister Hazel.
Thank you, Kuya Homer. So now that we have introduced ourselves here, of course, before anything else, we would like to start with our drumroll, please, an icebreaker. Yes, we don't have a bumper for that yet, at least for Canada. So hopefully, Kuya Stad can help us there for our upcoming project. So, what we will have is for our icebreaker. So I'll have our Kuya Tech to show the slides. So this will be a few PowerPoint slides shown to us. It's called Name That Broadcast. Okay. And guest,
Interesting.
actually. Ooh, okay. So seeing that we're all should be working on a certain report for the end of the year, I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of replay kind of the broadcast that we have. So although we are already on the first screen, po, so
Why does
what
that low
happens
key look
here?
like you?
It's not though. So these are all different guests, and none of them are me. Okay, it's not me. All of these are different guests. The first image, so there will be two. It will show a very unclear version and of them, and some of us can't chime in because they're currently loud where they're at. But if you can chat in on the YouTube or either verbally out loud here at our hosts, then you feel free to, if you tune in throughout the whole year, then this should be easy for you. Okay, so these are video clips, and if you can also share the audio, Kuya Tech, then you'll we'll be able to hear as well.
Who is this lady?
Were you here during that broadcast?
I don't know if I was.
Okay, so let's hear the first one.
in person. So I think that's what showed, and I think that's what gave you that edge when they interviewed you too, because you were confident. And back to what I was saying about practicing, if you know that your
So we can either guess the broadcast or the guest or both, whatever. Do you remember? Anyone?
I don't think I was here.
She's in a different satellite. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Maybe we'll maybe if you get the face, you'll know. Let's play again.
you were confident in the one-to-one, the in person.
I know who
So
she is, but I
think
don't
that's
remember
what
her
showed,
name.
and I think that's what gave you that edge when they interviewed you too, because you were confident. And back to what I was saying about practicing, if you know that your interview is going to be online, practice online.
So
So you have that comfort, that
Oh, this was
confidence.
preparing for the
something about
interview.
handling
Yay!
interviews, huh?
Correct. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. This was okay. Next slide. So this will be the answer, and this is Sister Blessing Guillermo, and she is from the
There.
District of
I was
Washington
I was
State.
trying to figure out that I knew she had the same last name as Manang Flo. So I was
Yes,
just like I was like, it's not clicking. I was like, who is this lady?
yes. So this was our February topic there, February 18. BC was the one actually broadcasting then, and they were hosting, and it's called Handling Job Interviews. I was trying to get none of the words to say interview, but
Mhm.
hopefully it described enough about it to actually
Mm.
land the answer. So I don't know who was first,
That's
Sister LJ.
Hazel. You know what? Kuya Tech gave us a clue.
Oh, he
He
did.
he
Oh,
said
wow.
pagpapala. And I was like, it wasn't clicking to me.
Oh no!
Thanks, Kuya
I don't know what
Tech.
that means. I don't
It means
understand.
blessing. That pagpapala means blessing in Tagalog. There you go. So he gave us a clue,
Thanks,
but we
Kuya
just
Tech. I
Good
thanks,
wasn't
tip.
Kuya
able to
Tech.
give that.
You're the best.
Okay.
Good tip.
Okay, test round. We did pretty well. We
Test
kind of
round.
got it. Okay, so let's go on to the next guest. Okay, so we'll play that video.
I have five recommendations and best practices to help keep passwords safe. One, use a strong and unique password. It should be long, complex, and difficult to guess. Include a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters.
Is it how
This
to
was
be
about
safe online? Like,
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
that's right. That's right. So the topic was, we'll go to slide number 3, so we can skip the next one. This was called Cybersecurity Part 2, Keep Your Password Safe. So again, hosted and broadcast by the
What?
District of BC. Okay, next slide after that one.
I have five recommendations and best practices to help keep passwords safe. One, use a strong and unique password. It should be long, complex, and difficult to guess. Include a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters.
Yes, so this was Brother Marco Maranao. All right. So, and he's from the District of Calgary. He was talking about that topic, and this was back in June, actually. So we learned a lot about that. I think we had a first part where Brother Rani, I couldn't find anything from Black Broadcast, unfortunately, because I couldn't find a link. But we also had him guest in for the topics of cybersecurity. So let's go on to guest number 3.
Your sweet words. Yes, nursing is a very demanding and very exhausting career. So my advice to someone who wants to do it when they're in high school is try to ask somebody who's already in the field or try to volunteer because that's where you can see hands-on how the job is and that's where you can be more decisive in if you really want to do this kind of career and especially more decisive in if you really want to do this kind of career.
Anyone have any guess?
it was something about healthcare.
Mm, no.
No, or career.
Do you know
I was
who?
in this broadcast. I should know.
Really? Were you?
I think I was. I
Okay.
think I was. Or maybe I'm
It,
confusing it
it
in
is
another
one that
broadcast.
I produced. So, yes.
Hmm.
Do we know who it is, Sister Liza? Do you know? Okay. Okay, let's play again.
Your sweet words. Yes, nursing is a very demanding and very exhausting career. So my advice to someone who wants to do it when they're in high school is try to ask somebody who's already in the field or try to volunteer because that's where you can see hands-on how the job is and that's
Okay,
where you can be more decisive in if you
let's
really
see
want to do this
here.
kind of career and especially more
This was back
decisive in
in
if you really want to
July,
do this kind of career.
and there were 3 different guests that were on this broadcast. She was there for a particular reason. Do you know why?
Was it appreciate? Oh, Kristen has an answer.
Oh, okay, Kristan.
Are you
Like,
typing it?
is it like recognizing our graduates?
Correct! Yay! Okay, so that is the
Ah,
broadcast. So that was back in July. It's recognizing our graduates. We had Sister Tamar here, Dela Cruz from the District of British Columbia,
What?
and she was sharing. She just graduated from her nursing program, so that was Sister Tamar there. I thought that might be familiar face in case we've seen her around the district, and she was able to join us here in our on our broadcast. So, yay! We'll have our appreciation video later that we'll be showing.
Mhm.
Let's go on to slide number 4.
Create this film, but despite challenges, we're so grateful for as a team for to the church administration that we were able to have this opportunity because through this but we were able to practice new skills that we never knew we had. So like through the entirety, but we're just so grateful to be part of this endeavor. But
Hmm.
Does that sound familiar?
She does.
It's okay. Well, I mean, we've been to what,
Is
40,
she
51
one of five
broadcasts so
siblings?
far.
Is she one of five siblings?
Yes, I think so.
I'm just trying to recognize the face. Hmm,
Five sisters to be exact.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm bad with names. It had to be the name.
All right, let's go on to the next slide. Let's see if we get the name. Get the name for Kuya Homer.
Create this film for despite challenges. We're so grateful for as a team for to the church administration that we were able to have this opportunity because through this but we were able to practice new skills that we never knew we had. So like through the entirety boat, we're just so grateful to be part of this endeavor boat.
All right. No, no trigger. Okay. All right. Any guesses, Kuya Stat? I don't know if they've ever been in Calgary. Maybe not.
I recognize the face, but the name I'm really bad at as well.
All
But
right. So
yeah,
that's right. Sister Ibanez, just one of the five. So next, our answer is Sister Melissa. So nobody gets that point. She was Sister Melissa Ibanez. I think she has a nickname, but I don't call her that. I think she's Sister Mick, if I'm not mistaken. And she was there for our United series that we had back in August. And this is part of our Ink Cinema because she actually wrote one of the scripts for the Ottawa's Ink Cinema um, entry for this year because it was Kadiwa and Binhi. So let's go on to our last one. I see that we're not very good at this game. I wonder why. All right, so guess number 5.
Experience, but for me, especially that
Oh,
it's
I
my
know who
first
that
time
is.
doing it
I also know.
for Canada Wide Po. So being able to meet different brethren po from different districts around Canada, it felt really great po. Made a lot
Oh,
of new
wow.
friends,
Sister
new
Zanette, I got the
connections
last
with a lot of
answer.
sisters and brothers po. So
Good
I
job.
felt really honored po to be able to represent Manitoba po for.
Oh, well, that gave the answer. What's her name?
I gave it away.
Oops, my bad.
She has a very unique name.
Yes, I would agree. And what is her name?
She is Sister Winona Panganiban from Manitoba.
Yay! And what did she broadcast? What was his broadcast?
This one was about the performances in Calgary, right? What is it called? My brain is not braining.
Well, there was one word that I didn't put there that she was a part of. What was she a part of?
What was she a part of? She sings.
Oh,
I know she sings.
okay, so the answer is Sofla or Songs of Faith.
There you go.
Oh, so we had a Kadiwa and Binhi version back in August of this year, International Unity Games.
And
We also had our national Sofla competition where Brother Argel was blessed to win that whole competition, but we had different contestants all around
mm,
the districts of Canada that came to represent, and it was such a great event to be a part of. I remember being backstage and just making or having fun with the contestants. So that was fun. Sister Gina, one of our producers here, was also a part of it. But hopefully, some of us got the answers. Hopefully, you were able to tune in and remember some of those broadcasts for this year. And before we moving on to our next segment there, Kuya Tech, can we have a station break? We'll just have a short station break.
You are listening to Iglesia Ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
New Year, new beginnings, and new adventures ahead. Almost all of us are looking forward to better times and opportunities for the coming year. Nonetheless, it will be great to look back on the year that is about to close and reflect on the best lessons and experiences we had that will serve as motivation to do better in the coming year. Join us this Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 4 p.m. Philippine Standard Time or 5 p.m. Korean Standard Time as we wrap up year 2023 with a bang. See you then!
Now that we are down to our final episode for the year 2023, join us and take a look back at our major highlights this year. Tune in to INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studios' last episode on the last day of this year, this Sunday, December 31, from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Don't miss it!
Hello, DJ. How was school today?
Hi, Nanay. It was good po. How about you po? How was your day? And are you almost home po?
It was great. The weather is amazing too. And I'm almost home. Is there something bothering you?
Our art teacher asked our class to paint a bunny and egg, but I told him that I do not celebrate Easter because it's against the teaching of God po.
That's right. We are taught from our worship services and Bible studies that we do not follow such practices because it's not from the Bible. You can share the website incmedia.org to your teacher so that he can understand what we are taught.
Okay po. I will do that po. See you soon po.
And welcome back to INC Radio Canada. And of course, it's just still your Kuya Stan here from the District of Calgary, Canada. And let's move on with our program to our next segment, Catching Up with Canada.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Canada. Let's see what our brethren have been up to this week and what other activities we can expect.
And for our Catching Up with Canada, of course, starting with my district, District of Calgary, Canada, we do have from the local congregation of Forest Heights and Strathmore GWS, they have their year-end socializing, which I believe already is done from yesterday as well. So that was 5 p.m. at their venue there, being seen on the screen as well. And let's go to our next one, Kuya Tech. And of course, from my home locale here, my local congregation, shout out to my local congregation of Heritage Park, as well the group worship service of Okotoks. We just had our year-end socializing as well. We had a theme on that activity as well. We had formal, so our brethren dressed so nicely, and we had people in dresses, we had people in suits, and yes, I was one of your hosts for that activity as well.
I just want to say, since I was able to also make it there for Heritage Park's New Year, it was well prepared, well planned. The program was amazing. It's so fun for all the different organizations that were able to take part of it. The Kadiwa, the Binhi with your performances, and the
Yes.
CWS Children's Worship Service, Secretary, and then of course the food. Oh my goodness, I will never forget that. That was the roast beef
Yes.
was on point. Let's say that. And there's other different socializing going on for our district. And let's move on to the next slide.
Yes. And yes, we do have from the local congregation of Capitol Hill. This is ongoing right now. They will have their year-end celebration very soon. Right after this broadcast, will be at their Ranchland Community Hall. So make sure to, and I love their theme. Choose your theme and come as a team. So talk to your friends and family as well when you come to this activity because it'll be fun. And for our brethren there, congratulations again for having their year-end socializing there in their local congregation. Our next slide, Kuya Tech. Our next poster. We have more Kuya. And yes, looking at our next activity, we also have our year-end socializing as well from the local congregation of Royal Oak. This will be today as well at 7 p.m. at the address there. You could see there at the venue listed there on your screen as well. So, and their theme will be a lot of, I think it's formal as well. So, and they'll be having a lot of food, performances, and awards as well, which the brethren are looking forward to. Moving on, and yes, from from the local congregation of Red Deer, yes, along with the local congregation of Panoka Group Worship Service of Olds, Lacombe, and Rocky Mountain House, they'll have their year-end celebration as well together at their specific venue as well, listed on your screen, as well as I think already tomorrow, New Year's. So just before the New Year is about to end, so they'll be starting at 12 p.m. there. Okay. Moving on, Create Tech. We also have a lot of socializing about the year end. This one will be from the local congregation of Spruce Meadows, a sparkling farewell to 2023. This will be ongoing as well very soon at their place of worship as well, listed there on their venue. Moving on, Tech. And yes, Calgary has a lot of year-end socializing, and this is from the local congregation of Riverbend, which they had yesterday, which they had their year-end socializing, and it was themed around a cowboy or the West. So there you go. So for our brethren there again, had fun. Moving on to our next one, Tech. Do we have more?
I think that's the last one. So I know that Calgary had all those different posters, well, and I'm actually excited because I belong to the local congregation of Capitol Hill. So we will be, that's where I'll be heading after for our New Year's celebration. So I know some of our hosts today did also have New Year's celebrations in their respective locale. How was yours, Sister Elisa?
Yes, Ate Hazel, just last Friday evening, we had our year-end socializing. It was very fun. Like everyone was laughing so hard, especially with the games relaying message. That was very fun. I can't breathe laughing. But yeah, and also we had a different guests also join us during the year-end socializing and foods that has been shared, favorite food, Filipino foods, and also a lot of prizes for. So that was very fun. And I believe also some other local had also the year-end socializing like Burnaby.
Thank you so much for sharing and Happy New Year to all the brethren there in British Columbia. I know you guys are going to be celebrating last, so I will be greeting you earlier than everyone else. And I know in case we have anything for catching up with Canada, Kuya Homer. I do know there was one of the locales that celebrated a huge milestone. What was that?
Aha, thank you, Sister Hazel. Yes, indeed. It was the local congregation of Toronto who celebrated another milestone last December 26 by holding their 50th anniversary gala. So this was since 1973, the very first um, member of the Church of Christ who resided here in Toronto. By holding this gala, many brethren gathered and celebrated the milestone with speeches, songs of faith, and very important local pioneers shared stories on the local's history, including my wife and my mother-in-law, Sister Faye and Sister Ivy. The pioneers received special certificates of recognition, and there was a showcase of many achievements that the local had gone through to commemorate the decades of success. It was a truly joyous and blessed occasion, especially when the former Toronto brethren reunited and the love of the brotherhood was indeed strengthened together with the new. brethren enlisted in the local congregation of Toronto. So, kudos to the organizers po. Thank you to the church administration for approving this wonderful, wonderful activity. That was also joined by our district minister and all the ministers and evangelical workers here in the district. So, congratulations, local congregation of Toronto. If I may also plug in tomorrow, the Midtown Toronto will have their year-end socializing, and this will be in Japan theme. So this is an invitation to all Midtown Toronto brethren to join that wonderful activity. And on January 6th, it will be the local congregation of Richview holding their year-end socializing. Back to you.
I have to say, Cleohover, I'm really excited for that Japanese theme. Please send us photos because I actually do have. I remember just based on what you just said, when I went to Japan earlier this year, I bought a kimono and I haven't had a chance to wear it yet. Or try it on, but we'll see how that works. So I really want to see what a Japanese themed New Year's celebration actually looks like. So oh, the food, I'm sure it would be amazing. Right? Okay, so let's move on to our next segment there, and that will be our CFO in action. Kuya Tech, do you have the bumper for us? All right. Now we have our CFO in action. We just have, I think there was just two posters for this here. But before we go on to we do have a booklet night, which our Kuya JC, which is the producer here in the District of Calgary, is currently at. So that's why he's not able to join us. And they have our theme. I forgot what was the theme there. It was formal. I know my parents are there as well, so they're having a delightful night filled with joy, gratitude, and the spirit of togetherness. And this will be at the Ranchland Community Center, which I will be heading right after for our year end. And what we had last week for our CFO in action for the District of Calgary, which unfortunately I wasn't able to attend because I was under the weather. Brother Stan, what did we have last weekend that you helped to host?
Yes, last week on December 24, the District of Calgary held rather their Kadiwa formal district wide. So, and yes, yours truly was one of the hosts for that wonderful night as well for our District Kadiwa formal. It was so much fun. If there was thing that I really want to highlight, it was the really well prepared decorations that we had there in for our activity because the theme was enchanted. So we had a really enchanted night. During that night, we had flowers. We had the kind of the greeneries during our venue, and of course the food as well. We're good as well, and we had our as well the many kadiwas who had the opportunity to interact and have meaningful conversation as well, and of course participation in the many games and as well that was prepared in that activity. And we're so thankful to the church administration for really launching this type of activities for especially the Kadiwas, especially commemorating again this year the 50th anniversary of the Kadiwa and the Biniki. And we're so thankful to the church administration for holding this type of events as well. So shout out to all the District Kadiwa officers as well. Thank you so much for preparing such an amazing activity. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kuya Stan. Does anyone else have any CFO activities from their respective districts? Okay, so I know that all our districts have had their own planning conference, so I'm sure we'll have quite a number of to come in the upcoming weeks. But now we'll move on. We do have quite a number of different YouTube listeners and viewers that are commenting in. Sister LJ, would you like to read some?
Yes, ate. So, from what I saw earlier, so I saw Tita Zenaida was actually there. She was sending our greetings to INCRadio Canada, and she said Happy New Year from hashtag Greater Toronto. And Sister Belinda says it from Texas also. came in to pop by and say hi. Brother Brian Takneng is one of, I believe, one of the ministers there in the district of Edmonton. And Brother Philip Bahia, he said hi from Fairfield, California. And Brother Andrew Santa Monica, he sent his greetings from Seattle, Washington. And of course, our very own sister Oz, Gaviola Ching, she said Happy New Year, everyone. Greetings from Brother John Alvin and Sister Oz Ching from the district of Saskatchewan. So, and then also Brother Hernessy said happy viewing po, pagbati po mula sa lokal ng Dumga, distrito ng Aklan. Ayan, so good morning po dyan sa Philippines, and of course good evening everywhere else here in the Americas as well. I just wanted to quickly add at the Hazel that we also had our year-end celebration last night, and I was blessed enough to be one of the hosts there, and our theme was actually INC around the world. So, the 2 weeks before our actual socializing, we were able to draw what country that we're going to represent for each families. So our family represented Nicaragua. So wherever INC is, that's what we represented. So I didn't know that, but we had so much fun. We had so many games and so many prizes. And also one of our kapatids, one of the Buklod couples, they won best dress because they wore an authentic piece from Zimbabwe. So it was an actual. They borrowed it from actually their coworkers that is from Zimbabwe. So it was very nice, and a lot of them said they just got it off the internet. But you know what? When we do catching up next time, I will send in the photos so you will be able to see how the brethren dressed up yesterday. So that's about it for Manitoba, Ate. And I think Ate Mason is here. I don't know if she can say hi, but I think she sent in her greeting. She said Happy New Year at the Ivink. Oh, there she is! Hello, Ate Mason!
Everyone.
Hi everyone! I don't wanna miss this last broadcast of the year, isn't it? So that's why I jump in and say, papasaway ulit ang ate before this year and but next year, more pasaway from me. Joke! Happy New Year po sa lahat! Yes, Kuya Tek, Happy New Year po. And to all our listeners and viewers, I miss you all. And Happy New Year from your ate Dimple, Mason. Joke. Thank you.
There you go. From Hello, Ate Mason. I think our Kuya Tech are really excited to see you there, Ate Mason. And as well, moving on with our program, we do have to go to our topic discussion, and it's about reflection, and looking forward to 2024. So we'll ask our co-panel here regarding reflection. So we'll ask, actually, Kuya Homer, for you, Kuya Homer. There were so many activities and events that was held during this year, and especially there's a lot of has happened this year as well. What was your highlights of 2023, and describe why?
I guess my number one highlight of 2023 was when the church administration approved that the District of Eastern Ontario would break away from Greater Toronto. And I say that because through that transition, you see the camaraderie of the brethren when it comes to recruitment of more officers, participation in the many activities. We see more ministers and evangelical workers being sent to properly take care of the brethren here in this part of the world. And with that being said, the many challenges that we faced in the transition of the two districts and the challenges that we faced, it allowed us to see more things that we're capable of with the help of our Almighty God. Thank you po, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for allowing us to be able to do that po. And God bless po to the District of Eastern Ontario. Hope to see you next year. Join us in INC Radio.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Kuya Homer. And as well, I just want to extend the greetings to congratulations again to the District of Eastern Ontario and as well the District of Saskatchewan for being our newly established districts this year. So congratulations to all of the brethren there in their respective district. And yes, moving on, thank you, Kuya Homer, for your wonderful answer. And of course, with the many wins that we had for this year. So let's go to Ati Bunso, so for our sister LJ. For
Yes,
you,
Kristen.
what are some of the challenges that you overcame? You know, it might be like personal, it might be professionally, or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm. So with me, I was planning to go back to school, and I did have many, many hurdles the last actually couple of months that I was trying to apply for university. So as going back to school, that's not an easy financial feat, if anything, right? So it takes a lot of saving up, and as well as smart financial decisions. So financially, that was one of the challenges that I need to overcome with regards to being able to get into university. But I figured it all out, of course, with the help of our Almighty God as well. And then also, what classes that I was going to take, because in the winter term there wasn't a lot of things that were really available that I really wanted to take. So, but I also figured it out. I'm taking pretty easy courses, I would think. So I don't know how it'll be like. And I will update you if I start my crying sessions in the middle of the night. But yeah, so more challenges to come. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it, Kristan.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And yes, transitioning, going back to school is not an easy feat, and it is takes a lot of challenges and difficulties within ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to all the students there who are currently studying. So you go you, because our Almighty God is there. So we're cheering you on, our future graduates. So there you go. And of course, continuing with our topic discussion, in terms of reflecting on on this year as well, and we'll ask our Ate Dimples, Ate Bazin. Yes, you, Ate Bazin, will ask you, if you had to describe this year in either one or two words, what would they be and why?
Nagulat ako dun, di ako na-prepare.
Oh, you're surprised.
For this 2023, wait a second. Because while Kuya Homer and Ate LG answering, I keep, you know,
Keep
looking
absorbing.
back what I for this year. But one of my highlight that I can say is what how can I awesome maybe because I went back home last August to see my
Mm.
dad, and most especially to meet my um
I thought Automation
Oh,
was
wait,
lagging.
is
Like
that the basic
to meet my,
right? Is
I'm
there a
like,
reason
wait, what's
why?
happening? Is it my connection? I thought she was
is
lagging.
that a good one?
Yeah,
Is that a good
this is a
one?
good
Oh,
one,
I
Ate
hope you
Bazin.
guys get that already. Yeah, and to meet my fiance personally, and then that's why I can say it's an awesome year for me both. And then, oh, thank you, Kuya Tek. I love that. Sana madaming emoji, Kuya Homer. Wala kang emoji, Ate LJ, Kuya Stan. Where's your heart, heart, heart?
Oh yeah, no, we'll give you
Thank
some
you.
hearts.
Sorry for that. Your Ate Mason is here, so and I want to be happy before this year end. As you know, I'm happy, and yep, and for this coming year, more happier hopefully.
If you're happy at the Basin, we're gonna be so also happy. Especially our Korea Tech will be so much more happy if you're happy. So ayan. Thank you, Ate Mason. And of course, thank you to our, fellow my fellow panelists here, fellow co-hosts as well, for the wonderful answers. But before we continue, actually, we do have some greetings from my home district, District of Calgary. So if our Kuya Tech can play our greetings, you may do so.
From the local congregation of Falcon Ridge, we would like to wish everyone a
From the Ramos family,
Happy New Year po!
The local congregation of downtown would like to wish everyone
a Happy New Year!
From the local congregation GWS of Rocky Mountain House, we'd like to wish everyone Happy New Year.
From the local of downtown, we would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
From the group worship service of Olds, we would like to greet everyone a
Happy New Year!
From the local congregation of downtown, we'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
To all the brethren around the world, from the local congregation of Heritage Park, District of Calgary, Canada, we would like to greet everyone
Happy New Year!
From the Maranao family, we wish you
A Happy New Year po!
the Morabeg family.
Happy New Year po!
From the group worship service of High River, we'd like to wish everyone po a
Happy New Year!
From the local congregation of downtown, we would like to wish you a Happy New Year.
From the local congregation of downtown Calgary, Canada, we'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year po.
From the local congregation of Forest Hearts, we'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year po.
From the local congregation of downtown, we'd like to greet everyone a Happy New Year!
From the local congregation of downtown, we would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
District of Calgary, Canada,
Happy New Year po!
From the local congregation of downtown, we'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
From the local congregation of downtown, we'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
From the group worship service of Invermere, we would like to greet everyone
a Happy New Year po!
And we would like to thank the brethren from the many corners of the District of Calgary po for their extension of the greetings for the new year. And of course, I believe we do have some YouTube greetings and comments there in the live chat at the LJ.
Yes, so Quiztan, there's Brother Joe Montayamor said Happy New Year, especially to Sister Mason Miguel. That's what he said. And a lot of the brethren there are just saying Happy New Year. And also, Brother Andrew actually answered one of our questions earlier. He said, I was able to help make church officers active by checking in with them. This year, he has taken office to become CWS Vice President. So he's all the way there in Seattle, Washington. So congratulations, Brother Andrew, in your new office there. And as well as Sister Glenda Sonton said Happy New Year from Las Vegas. And Tito Zenaida actually said advance happy 30th anniversary to my loves, Brother Dom Novesteras on January 3, 2024 thou. So happy 30th anniversary to them. And that's it for the YouTube greetings, Kristan. Hi, Kudong.
Hi, Kudong.
All
There
right.
you go.
So
Thank
I
you.
think he can't really talk right now, but Kuyostan will be hopefully able to join us a little bit later. I know we don't have too much time before our broadcast does end, but we do just want to do a little bit more of our second part, our discussion. So this will be very quick. Sister Eliza, since we didn't hear from you yet during our discussion and you were able to connect, thank you. What would you name some of your goals, aspirations for the upcoming year, 2024? What are some of them?
Yeah, one of those are actually like for my education, like hope this year or next year I'll be able to finish my LPN program. And yeah, and of course, I mean, importantly, during having those studying and working, I hope also that I will remain, of course, inside the church and in my holy duties. That's the most important thing. Like, yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, of course, we all hope to remain in the duties that we hold so dearly to our hearts. I know I haven't been the one asked already in terms of my aspirations or even reflecting on the past year, 2023. But just going through this entire year and reflecting on all the different broadcasts that we've been on INC Radio, it's been such an uplifting and you know edifying experience. Different Every broadcast brings something different. We all have different topics to kind of highlight the different parts of our life, and it's a unique opportunity, which is why we join anybody who's listening here to join us on INC Radio. You are always welcome, whether it be a guest or even maybe one day you'll be a host as well, right? So to have these discussions to uplift and inspire, we hope that uh, whoever may be tuning in for that you're able to benefit, right? So we all here in the Church of Christ as members, we all invite you to join us to listen in to INC Radio or even come to one of our Bible studies here in the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ. So you can go to incmedia.org for more information and locations about the different locations that we have all around the world. Now, before going on to our next question, which I'm going to actually direct to our Kuya Homer there, okay? The question is, you already know, I already told you. How does your faith play a part of the goals that you've set for yourself for the next year?
Well, we all have, thank you, Sister Hazel, for preparing me. However, I'm just going to wing it. So I guess if I may so humbly put, I'm just not speaking for myself, but for everyone as well, because every one of us have our own goals each and every way, no matter how high or how low or how enthusiastic or how scared must we be. Faith definitely does play a big role in all of our goals because everything that is in the future is always unforeseen, and the only one that can guarantee us this future, whether or not we achieving it or we waiting patiently for it, is our Almighty God. So faith is really, really necessary when it comes to setting our goals. My goals for the upcoming year. Long story short, my goal, one of my main goals for the next year, is to recruit more officers for the CWS. Does that answer the question, Sister Hazel?
Yes, I would also hope for that for INC Radio Greater Toronto as well. The officers there, now that my family is also there to help you out. Brother Frank Bunag is actually in Greater Toronto. Yes, so Happy New Year to them, and I'm so glad that they're a part of the district there. And I know, summing up with the discussion there, we have a Christian value takeaway, Kuya Homer.
Thank you, Sister Hazel. So we may have many plans for our future, but ultimately it is our Almighty God that knows what is best for us. So let us place our complete trust, faith, and hope in our Almighty God. Remember to always communicate with Him. For the children's worship service members who are here, how do we communicate to God? And that is through our prayers as members of the Church of Christ. So not just the children, all the parents, we encourage you to join the children when it comes to the many activities inside the Church of Christ, especially in their goals, their tiny goals as the young members of the Church of Christ. Ayan. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Homer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, if you have something else to say.
No, I just remembered to, with that regard, let's continue to support all of our social media, official social media services, incmedia.org, and verses of the week, to keep us motivated and inspired throughout, not just day-to-day basis, but throughout the entire year. And don't forget to download the Creative Christian Planner for 2024, which is available ASAP.
Yes, that is available on the website incmedia.org. Now, thank you so much for tuning in our discussion. We just have a very short thank you video for all our guests that were able to be on broadcast with us this year. We do thank you so much for both the guests and for those that are tuning in as listeners and viewers. If you do want to be broadcast on the show, even have a discussion on the show as well, we're more than happy. Feel free to message any of your officers here. And Kuya Tech, if you can play that thank you video.
There are times when I think about my life. I've gone through tribulations and a lot of strife, but the Father helped me through it all. And whenever I wake up in the morning, wake up to a cloudy day, He uses power to chase the clouds away. That's why I give thanks every day, every day. I'm saying give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks to the Lord. God knows what I need even before I pray. So all the more I ought to live in righteous life. I'll never let my faith be in vain. No. Nothing is impossible, for the Lord is by my side. He's my inspiration every day from day to night. I'm giving thanks, and the Father's a reason why. I'm saying give thanks to the Lord. I'm saying give
Yes, there you go. And I would also like to thank you for our tech and the main studio. Thank you, Brother Emmanuel Anday, our executive producer in the America. And thank you, Brother Arnel Solan, our radio station manager.
Thank you so much, Sister Eliza. We just want to also say thank you po to Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our SEPSI President and CEO, and our beloved CFO Coordinator. And most of all, we would like to thank our dearest Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for tuning in for letting us be broadcast here on INC Radio. And we do thank you to all our guests that were able to join us here throughout the year. And hopefully we'll have more memories in the year to come. Kuya Homer, close it out.
Thank you for tuning in to INC Radio Canada. Tune in to the next program.
Highlights. See you guys later.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! By the way, the first block of our New Year countdown starts later at 6:30 p.m. Philippine time. So that's our first New Year block countdown. Starts later, 6:30. See you later.
See you all later. Tune in to our New Year's broadcast all throughout INC Radio and the following.
Happy New Year, Quit.
Kuya Edelbert, Happy New Year!
Yeah.
See you next year, Quit.
Pati sa pagpamay nagtindig ka ng mga lingkod mo mangunguna sa bayan na iyong inihala. Sa iglesia sila ay nagmamahal. Sa amin iyong